So we have some exciting updates to share with you all today. The first couple of slides might be a little bit repetitive for folks who have joined us before, but we do have some new information to share. So appreciate you bearing with us if we're repeating anything. We just want to make sure everyone, including anyone who's joining us for the first time, has all the context. So the first and most exciting update I wanted to just mention is that we are now moving from a 36-hour giving day to a 48-hour giving day. Um, so um, I will talk a little bit more about that, but the timing on that. But we wanted to make sure we acknowledge that Passover occurs during this time, and we wanted to make sure that everyone had ample opportunity to be able to give if they wanted to give. And so we've extended this by a bit to make sure that there's plenty of time. We'll also be offering that early giving link to everyone to get board members and such involved. So wanted to just make sure that we were giving enough time to allow everyone to really be as successful as they want to be with this effort. So I'll walk through the exact timing a little bit later. But more exciting news is that registration will officially open tomorrow. So we'll talk to you a little bit today about what that means and what that looks like. So you can go on to the next slide. So our new event dates. Oh, sorry. Do you want to just go back? So just officially, the new event dates are going to be 6 a.m. on March 31st to 6 a.m. on April 2nd, 2026. So everyone will have a full 48 hours to be able to give. Okay. Um, and so today I'll talk a little bit about just the context. Again, if you're just joining us for the first time, just give you the background on what 860 Gives is, what the action steps are that you will be able to take, registration, which officially opens tomorrow. I'll talk a little bit about our nonprofit toolkit, and then what's next and what to expect coming up. Okay, you can go to the next slide. So, what is 860 Gives? This is the can't miss fundraising event of 2026. So, this will be a 48-hour giving blitz that puts dollars directly into nonprofits' hands to support the critical work that you all are doing. So, this event is powered by us at United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut. And we are modeling this off of Rhode Island's wildly successful 401 Gives. So we have a good blueprint that we're following here. There are some other giving days in the state, but none in our region. So we're very excited to bring this to Central and Northeastern Connecticut this spring. And on the slide, you can just see a little bit about the growing success that 401 Gives has had, starting with $1.3 million raised for nonprofits in their first year in 2020, and now today they are at nearly $5 million, with more than double the donors making nonprofit or making contributions to 643 nonprofits. Um, a few people asked last time about some of the giving to those nonprofits. So interesting, over 100 of those participating nonprofits raised at least $10,000. And I'm sure that, depending on size and scope, that's a lot of nonprofits. They raised, varied amounts over that time. But we have heard that some of these nonprofits have really been able to supplement or even replace some of their smaller annual events thanks to this giving day. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is probably the most important part, the action steps. If you are joining us and you plan to participate in 860 Gives, registration officially opens tomorrow, February 10th. And you will be able to register at 860gives.org. We are going to send out all this information, so don't feel like you have to remember it all. You are going to complete two things, um, the registration form and the registration survey when you go to 860gives.org. And we have a link there with helpful registration tips that we will share with you. There are three requirements to participate. So that you are a 501c3 nonprofit. The registration form will require you to enter your EIN, that you are compliant with the Patriot Act, and that you adhere to our United Way agreement, which is our licensing agreement, just in terms of connection with our brand. And I don't foresee any issues there. It will be clearly laid out, and you just have to affirm that you can comply with that. Upon registration submission, your application will be reviewed and you will receive an email within 24 to 48 hours with your participation status. So once we have approved you based on your answers to those questions, um, you will have the opportunity to enter and verify your banking information so that you're ready to receive donations. Again, donations flow directly to your bank accounts through the site. You'll be able to set up your custom fundraising page, and there are many trainings and webinars on the giving site that will help you do that. And then download the nonprofit toolkit, which has emails and social media posts that can help you start spreading the word about the fact that you're participating in this effort. Next slide. So just want to show you the sample registration survey and form. Might be a little bit small on your screen, but again, you're just affirming, to this United Way licensing agreement. And we invite you to list your social media handles so that we can feature you and promote you as we get closer to the giving day. And then you can just see, sorry, just if you go back one, Kate, just the form, right, is just more of your standard information about your nonprofit. Okay, next slide. So this is just a breakdown of the fees. So just as a reminder, United Way is not taking any fees. The site charges a fee to process transactions, just like many of our websites and giving sites. Your donors will have the option to cover those fees. And just as a note, Bonterra, who is the technology partner, notes that approximately 90% of donors typically select to cover those fees. Apple Pay and PayPal are available payment options. Venmo, unfortunately, is not, but Apple Pay and PayPal, I think, give some good additional options outside of the traditional credit card, etc. And so these are how the fees break down. Um, so you can kind of see there anything that you would pay on each type of transaction. It also has the opportunity to accept or for you to enter offline donations. So if you were to get a gift from, like, someone said to you on your board, we want to make a gift to support this. It's going to come from our donor advised fund. The website obviously can't accept donor advised fund payments. Your organization can, but you will be able to enter that offline, just like you could with a check or another payment type that's not digital. Next slide, please. So just a little bit about what you'll find in the nonprofit toolkit. So we have all of the logos for 860 Gives, email templates for each phase of the campaign. So something that you can just put out to let your supporters know that you're participating. Um, Pre and post event email banners that you can add to templates. Social media posts, graphics, I gave badges that you can share with your donors so they can add them to their social channels after they gave. Virtual meeting background for different campaigns phases. You can see everyone but me on the team here are great models of those. You will have those available for you. And then a thank you card that's available for digital or print. Um, the toolkit is not currently uploaded on the registration site, but it will be there. So we will send you an email with the toolkit following this session so that you have it, but you will be able to download it also directly from the giving site once it's live and available. It's just going to take us a couple more days to get that up. Okay. So here are the key dates and details. And again, we will share this out with you. Registration starts tomorrow, February 10th to March 6th at 860gives.org. The biggest first step to take is to just get that registration survey and form completed. Once you do that, it triggers and opens you up to be able to do everything else. Again, we'll take 24 to 48 business hours to approve that. And then you'll be able to get in there, have plenty of time to start working on your giving page, linking your banking information, all of those things. Um, the event giving dates are 6 a.m. on March 31st to 6 a.m. on April 2nd. We are already actively posting on about 860 Gives on Facebook, Instagram, and X. So if you want to start spreading the word on social that you're participating, please tag us so we can share. And then we will also have a launch press release that we're putting out that's scheduled to go out tomorrow. Um, we'll have a giving window press release that we're submitting scheduled for 3/23. We'll be live on WFSB on 3/24. We also have some other media opportunities that we're working to line up with different partners, and some efforts underway for some billboard campaigns and some other paid media that United Way will be providing to help promote the day. So, one question that I got earlier this week was, are we expecting you all to promote or are we promoting? The answer is both. We are going to do a lot of promotion driving people to the website, which means you will likely get new eyes, new people looking at your organization. But it's very helpful and important for you all to also spread the word that you're a part of this and participating in this and get some champions involved to help us build the momentum. And you have our primary 860 Gives email right there on that slide. Okay. So we are gonna show you the giving site just so you can see it before it goes live in just a minute, but I just wanted to pause and see if there are any questions on anything I just went over.
Hi, let me see. I have a question about, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, but I have a question about promotion.
Hmm.
Do you have an example of what it would look like to integrate our organizational promotions with the formatting that you all provided for 860 Gives? Like, is there a way to integrate both?
You mean like some of your typical banners and headers or
Yeah, yeah. Like if we could add our logo to it so that
yeah.
like when we're posting it, what would that look like? Because it looks like this is already kind of set, but we have to like integrate it. We have to integrate it like underneath the 860 Give side logo, or like what could that look like?
Well, part of what we will give you with the toolkit is multiple versions of the 860 Gives logo. So you can incorporate the 860 Gives logo. Like if you have a certain look and feel for your organization,
Mhm.
obviously, that's something that your donors are know and are used to seeing. So you can incorporate the 860 Gives logo. We will give you some social media templates that have sort of that look that you're already seeing being posted on United Way's social pages and 860 Gives social pages, but we will just give you the logo. Like if you just want to incorporate the 860 Gives logo into something that you're posting as kind of an original post for your own organization, then that works too. So you'll kind of have both options.
And I think
Okay.
we could take a look at some of the social templates and make sure that if you wanted to add your logo on there, we could
Mhm.
have a version that you could do that. So that's we have plenty of time to
For
add to
sure.
this as well. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Good question. Any other questions?
I was just going
Okay.
to reiterate one thing, Mara. What you mentioned it, but I just want to let everyone know what we'll send out either this evening or for sure by tomorrow morning is a link to today's recording for today's call, just in case you have others in your organization or others you want to share it with. a copy of the presentation that Mar just walked through, as well as a flyer that some of you may have already received, having been on previous calls. A flyer that just sort of outlines kind of a lot of all those details. So we will send all three of those things in a follow-up email, and we'll, by tomorrow morning, the latest.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, do we want to just show the giving site quickly? Someone from Cronin able to just pull that up on the screen?
I can share it. I just need approval. There it is. Okay.
There we go.
Ready. Share. And then, oh, good Lord. There it is.
All right, so you can see this is what you will see when you go to register. So you'll be able to go ahead and click on that register button um, and go through the process. If you want to, Kate, do you mind just going to the menu
Yep.
first?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
move that out of the way. Okay, here you go.
So you can see that there's a lot of information that will be on here, right? So we'll have our recorded trainings on here. You'll have the nonprofit toolkit, which probably won't be up tomorrow, but will be up very shortly after. You have all the key dates we went over, an FAQ, right? Fundraisers and information. So you have a lot of resources here in addition to just being able to register. Um, do you want to click on register, Kate? So you can see this is just the form that we just showed you. So it will walk you through the form first, and then you'll be able to complete that. You'll have the option to add your logo at this time. And then when you continue, it should bring you to the survey. Perfect. All right. As I mentioned on GiveGab, there are also a lot of you can see down here is our about info. But there are going to be a lot of places where you can access trainings that are specific to the giving site and how you set up the giving site. So those will all be linked for you as well. So I would definitely recommend whoever's setting up your giving site. These are like some of the best training videos that were recommended to us that you all can look through. And you have everything from creating the perfect profile to goal setting to some board engagement, peer-to-peer fundraising, etc. So you have lots of resources there that can help you with your page. And of course, our team is always here if you're encountering any challenges with the site. We can always be available for you. But I would say this is a good first place to send your marketing team to make sure they feel like they know how to do everything to get your site set up. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Kate. Any other questions from the group? All right. Well, we will share this recording out again. It will be linked on the website, but in our follow-up communications, we'll share the recording with everyone who registered in case some folks were not able to join us. We appreciate you all joining today. We hope to see a lot of your registrations come through starting tomorrow. And in the meantime, if you have any other questions, if you'd ever like to set up a one-on-one call, to ask some of your questions, I'm always happy to do that. Just let us know. But we're very excited to officially kick this off, and thank you all for your participation.